Philip Wittebane, also known as Emperor Belos. We all know him as the antagonist of theowlhouse. With his ominous presence, dark backstory and chilling motivations, Bellos has cemented himself as one of the most memorable villains in the realm of animated shows. But what makes him so compelling? What drove Bellos into wanting to destroy every witch and demon on the Boiling Isles? I'm here, you're here, and I'm Little Wisp. And today we're diving deep into the tragic and dark past of one of the Owl House's most complex characters, Emperor Belos. Let's unravel the story of Philip Wittebane and his transformation into the fearsome emperor we know and love today. I tried my best to make his story as accurate as I could, but even I make mistakes. So if you notice some inconsistencies, do let me know in the comments. Alright, let's get started. Philip Wittebane's journey began in the late 16th or early 17th century. He arrived in the colonial town of Gravesfield, Connecticut, alongside his older brother Caleb. They were orphans trying to find their place in a new and challenging world. In Gravesfield, witch hunting was a common practice, and their brothers soon joined the cause. The brothers worked as witch hunters, a bond that remained strong until they encountered a witch named Evelyn. According to Gravefield legend, Evelyn was the one who brought Caleb to the demon realm, and later Philip sometime around 1613. Although the nature of her interaction was described as malevolent by Philip and the town, memories of Philip's mind instead show that the two were very close. While the relationship between Caleb and Evelyn started out as a simple friendship, the two eventually became romantically involved. And at some point, she even gave birth to an unidentified child. Their relationship made its way into the legends of Gravesfield. Philip even insinuated that she was connected to Flapjack, which would explain the sudden bond between Hunter and Flapjack. Caleb, enchanted by Evelyn's magic, followed her to the demon realm, the Boiling Isles. Philip, feeling concerned for his brother, followed them and found Caleb, who had fallen in love with Evelyn and started a family. Enraged by what he saw as betrayal, Philip confronted Caleb. Their encounter ended tragically, with Philip murdering his own brother in a fit of rage. Philip's hatred for witches only grew. He studied the unique magic of the Boiling Isles, discovering glyphs and using them to gain power. He wanted to use his knowledge to make a portal back to the human realm and destroy all witches and demons in the process. After returning to Bonesborough, Philip got into an argument with the brothers of Bluefang, who wanted to know what happened to their brother. Philip refuses to answer them until the demons threatened to burn his diary. However, someone intervened. It's Luz, who travels back in time in episode 12 of season 2, named Elsewhere and Elsewhen. For those who forgot what happens in this episode, in an attempt to prevent Philip from knowing who they were, Luz introduced herself as Luzura the Crab Maiden, and Lilith as her aunt Detrude, and explained that they were looking for him for information about the collector. Even though he did not believe their story and initially tried to leave them behind, Philip took advantage of Luz when she offered to help him find the collector. We know this eventually leads to Philip tricking Luz and Lilith into helping him open the door to the collector. And when it does, a huge beast emerges from the room, grabbing a hold of Lilith, which forces Luz to focus on saving Lilith and making a perfect distraction, while Philip runs into the room to look for a glass-like object, where the collector was imprisoned by the last Titan, aka King's Dad. Philip manages to escape and use the collector to pursue his plan. The collector teaches Philip about magic and a draining spell, which would suck all the magic out of every being on the Isles and kill them. In exchange, Philip promises to free the collector from the in-between realm. To make sure he could pursue his plan no matter how long it took, he began to absorb the souls of palismen, magical sentient creatures that sit on top of a magic staff and has a special bond to its bearer. By doing this, he could survive for hundreds of years, until he could figure out how to make a portal to the human realm and destroy all witches and demons. However, this magic came at a cost. Using the powers of the palismen created this monster that is formed by the souls of the weeping palismens. For those who say that this show is for kids, here you go. This altered his appearance in the skinwalker looking motherfucker. After this, Philip donated his diary to the Bonesborough Library, where it was placed within the Forbidden Stacks. Centuries later, his diary would be found by Luce, but this time, much of its content had been destroyed due to being consumed by an echo mouse, who needs a lot of snoot booping to make him talk. He's a very demanding little guy that doesn't talk easily, and I think he's so cute! The remaining pages only described how Philip got to the Boiling Isles, parts of his journeys, and some instructions on how to make the portal. Philip eventually adopted the persona of Emperor Belos. He wears a golden mask with hollow eyes and a large cape, hiding his true identity. Bellos convinced the witches of the Isles that they misused their magic, and introduces the coven system, a deceptive plan to control them and eventually use it to destroy them. And if that wasn't fucked up enough, he also created grimwalkers, clones based on his brother Caleb, to serve him. Where the latest iterations of these clones turn out to be Hunter, whom Bellos pretended to care for while using him to further his goals. So basically he uses his dead brother, and if they don't listen to what he says, he basically kills them and just makes a new one. I know, it's really fucked up. All of this finally became clear in episode 16 season 2, named Hollow Mind, where the truth about the relationship between Hunter and Bellos and their dark past finally comes to light. And oh my god, this must have been so traumatizing to Hunter. Oh, poor Hunter. In the end, Bellos' hatred against witches led to his downfall. He underestimated Luce, who absolutely kicked his ass. Now eat this! And despite asking for mercy and attempting to manipulate Luce again, she stood like the bad bitch she is and refuses to fall for his lies again.
Horrible curse.
And then stomp stomp and they live happily ever after. Bellos' story is a tragic tale of loss, greed and hatred. From a young boy seeking to protect his brother to a tyrant obsessed with control, Philip Widdebane's transformation into Emperor Belos is one of the most compelling arcs in the theowlhouse. What do you think about the past of Belos? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really enjoy making these videos, so I'm also working on a video about the past of the collector, so keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Maybe you might also like this video where I talk about another mysterious character of the theowlhouse, Tenella Noza. So if you like that type of stuff, also check that video out. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I always respond to comments, so let's talk about stuff we both enjoy. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.